evidence affect you? Ron Goldman's blood and Simpson's Bronco, Simpson's blood in so many places?
Barbara, that was the most devastating part of the whole trial for me. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm so conflicted because of that blood evidence. It's very difficult for me.
You had many discussions with A.C. Cowlings about the blood. You and Cowlings, two of Simpson's best friends. And he also expressed doubt. Yes?
Yes. If you can imagine two men who have known O.J. I, 25 years, and A.C. grew up with him, knows him much better than I. When we would talk about this blood evidence, we would go all over the board. We would go from innocence, he couldn't have done it, and list all the reasons why. Then we would say, well, but how did the blood get here? Maybe he did, and it was so heart-wrenching, Barbara.
To believe that O.J. Simpson is truly innocent, you have to believe that the LAPD conspired to frame him. Do you believe that?
Obviously, I don't believe the entire LAPD conspired. I believe a few individuals did some things that were not normal.
But not a whole conspiracy?
No, it's impossible.
It has been reported that Simpson knew the night before the jury came in with the verdict that he was going to be acquitted. True?
Absolutely false.
So when O.J. Simpson walked into that courtroom, he did not know whether or not he was going to be found guilty?
He had no idea, and neither did I.
What was your reaction to the verdict?
That morning, I got to the court a little early. O.J. was in his cell, and I prayed with him at that time. And I prayed to God, not that this man be set free, but that thy will be done. Only you know, God, what has happened here.
Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of the crime of murder in violation of Penal Code Section 187A.
Mr. Kardashian, do you now doubt O.J. Simpson's innocence?
Barbara, if I were on the jury today on this civil trial, because of the reasonable doubt, I would vote not guilty.
That is not what I asked you. I asked you if you yourself doubt O.J. Simpson's innocence.
I have doubts.
Why?
The blood evidence is the biggest thorn in my side. That causes me the greatest problems. So I struggle with the blood evidence.
What is your relationship today with O.J. Simpson?
The relationship is not the same as it once was, nor will it ever be.
Why not?
Because I have doubts.
You will testify at Simpson's civil trial?
If called, I am on the witness list.
Will you say you had doubts?
If called, I'll tell the truth, Barbara.
If you had to do it all over again, would you have stood by your friend?
To endure death threats on my life, to endure death threats on my children's lives, to lose a fiancé, to suffer in my personal business.
Because she was upset about this whole
trial? Because the trial just took its toll. Mm-hmm. To have all these things happen to me, I would honestly say no, I would not get involved again.
How do people treat you today?
Not good. People, I guess, think I had something to do with this.
Did Simpson ever say to you, Robert, I appreciate this, I know what you did?
No.
Would O.J. Simpson have done this for you?
No, I don't believe he would, Barbara.
You are a very religious man. Will O.J. Simpson go to heaven?
I'm not God, Barbara.
Now, I know O.J. Simpson called you yesterday, and one can guess why, but tell what he said to you in that phone call.
Well, what happened was that we we released the transcript, and so he knew in great part what was going to be in the interview, and I made notes of the conversation. He said that there were many inaccuracies in the interview, including the allegation that a number of pictures in the house were changed for the jury, or that the lawyer, Nicole, was there just to babysit him. He said there are knowledgeable people willing to refute these allegations, but that he can't because he's not allowed to discuss his case since there's a civil case pending. Simpson also said that Robert Shapiro never talked to him personally about a plea bargain. And as for Robert Kardashian, Mr. Simpson says that he thanked him profusely, many times, including once in front of 100 people, saying that his friend, he could never repay his kindness. He did say, however, that he and Robert Kardashian will remain friends. And here I quote, he said, "I understand why he wrote this book." He said, "No one has written a book yet about the case," and donated the money to charity.
Well, is Kardashian going to make money off of this book?
Lauren Schiller told me that he paid Robert Kardashian for the interview, as he paid many others, but I don't think that Robert Kardashian did this to make the money. I think he really was troubled, and I think we'll have to see whether the relationship remains, although that's not our concern.
Very revealing interview. Thank you.